The first battle for Gotham occurred on soft launch servers in DC Dark Legion at the very end of June, and it came a little bit unexpectedly for pretty much all of us. We had expected there to be a little bit more of a wait time once the event was announced as ready to come into the game. We thought maybe we would have at least a week to prepare, do signups and that sort of thing, but we signed up and then it kind of hit out of nowhere. We actually had a Guardian Challenge going on in my league whenever it happened. So you had people juggling between the Guardian Challenge and Battle for Gotham. Obviously, Battle for Gotham is a 3 hour long event. I suppose we can confirm now that you can jump back and forth between the two if this happens to you as well. Unfortunately, because of the timing, I was barely able to participate myself, and I was not able to get any footage. I do have some screenshots that some of my league mates took for me so that I could share them on this video. So we'll talk through some of those. And I also just want to show you a few things in the Battle for Gotham screen in the event panel so that you can get a better understanding for exactly what's going to happen once this event takes place and a league wins it. So this is going to be sort of your main screen. Once the event ends, there's not much you're going to be able to see here. You can review and see a little bit of what happened in the match itself. So you can look and see how all the leagues did. You can see your personal contributions for each person. You can see occupation points and rewards. You can see kills. Obviously, you can see I wasn't able to participate but for maybe 30 or 40 minutes, and that was very passively because I had a family event going on. Hoping to have a little bit more notice next time so that I can do a little bit more to help my league the next time, but they really didn't need my help apparently. You do have a history screen. It kind of tells you who was appointed into all the different positions. But I think the key information that you're going to be looking for is going to be if you click on the Earth Council. So there's a few things to note from here. Obviously, you can see how the Earth Council is going to work, how to appoint officials, what the president can do. They can send league mail and other things like that. Again, you have this review button so you can see all the things we already saw. And after this has been out a few times, you'll be able to see information from each season. So that's going to be really nice. We do have the President's Mail feature, which if I click it, you can't do anything because you have to be the president to do it. I think there's a slightly different panel here if you are the president, which allows you to do things like replacing all of your council members and sending the mail, etc. We have a store. So there's this new store called the Iceberg Lounge Gift Shop. Everyone should have access to this store, assuming that the updates have gone live by the time this video goes out. It's going to refresh on a monthly basis, and you can see what it has here. I purchased, I believe, the fire pit afterburners and anvils with the 500 points that I got for the win that we got. And if you click on honors, you can see that there is sort of an honorary award. We can open this up and it just gives you some more rules information, but there are honorary rewards for each league, and we'll look at those rewards in just a second. You can see here's the one for ours, which is the winner. But if we go in here, you can see all of the 8 leagues that participate in Gotham War will be getting something to pass out to their league mates. Like even for number 8, like you actually still get just a decent amount just for participating and not winning. You're going to, like these, there will be 15 people who will be able to receive Magic Eyes, Intertrons, and Fire Pit Afterburners. So quite nice there. And I'll just briefly go through these so you can see them. All the rewards are going to ramp up as you go. Obviously, those Magic Eyes are going to get higher. So like even the 6th place, the Archon or like the leader of that league essentially is going to be able to get those 20 magic eyes, which is quite good. 5, 10, 20 there for the 5th league. And then we've got 5, 10, 20, 30 for the 4th. 5, 10, 20, 30 for the 3rd. 5, 10, 20, 30 for 2nd place. They're just giving you a few extra people that you can pass those out to. And then for 1st place, 10. So 30 people will get 10 magic eyes and some of these other rewards as well, which those Intertrons are actually really good. Like I think that's $50, 50 USD worth right now. Maybe I'm off on that math, but it's quite a lot of Intertrons. Then you got 20 here, and these players are going to get a special frame for their award. I did not finish in the top 16 for damage because I wasn't able to join fast enough and play for the full duration, so I didn't get one of the frames. I'm definitely wanting to get that the next time I play. You get a better frame for these rewards, and you get 50 magic eyes. And then the Archon, the R5 for the winning league, is going to get 100 magic eyes for themselves, and this really cool frame that only they will get access to for the month that they are the president. So really cool, like a ton of rewards that you're going to have access to for this game mode. So a couple of other items here that you can earn for personal rewards. This is actually really easy to do, just kind of showing up and being there for around 20 to 30 minutes. Regardless of whether you win or not, you're going to be able to get approximately 30 AC/DC shards, 10 quantum components. You're going to get 5 random mythic shards, and then you're going to also get your 5 anvils for that reward. So really easy to get that. I'm glad that they added this, and it's really nice for the economy. We also have the league ranking rewards. So we looked at the Iceberg Lounge shop. You're going to, just for participating, just being in that 8th place, you're going to get 100 of those owl tokens. You'll get a few mirror cells, and you're also going to get some alloy, and that's just going to go up as you get higher. And that 1st place reward is going to be 500 of the owl tokens and 1,000 mirror cells. So really good rewards there for league rankings and personal points. As far as some of the screenshots to share with you and talk through, you can see here we have a screenshot of the actual game mode in action. There are a few things worth flagging or highlighting here. Obviously, you have your mini map, which can be quite crazy with all the flags and points of interest, but that you do have that available. It's very similar to Guardian Challenge in a lot of ways. In the top left, you will be able to sort all of the league points, so basically the time that each league has accumulated towards their total score. You'll be able to see your personal contribution as well up there. In the bottom, you're going to get your feed of events that are happening. You're also going to have your match chat, which for some reason this time the match chat included everyone, not just your league, which is a little bit different from how Krypton Rush and Guardian Challenge have worked recently. You've got your initiation area. You have the squads that you'll be able to use. Now, a couple of things that are going to be a little bit new probably to a lot of players. Your skill points or skill section here. And then we've also got your 4 squads. So one big change that they've made in the game recently is how you actually select squads that you're going to be using in these vehicle-based combat modes. And it used to be that you didn't have to select squads, so you could just kind of join and use champions at will. What happens when you first enter into Battle for Gotham is you're going to have to select 4 squads. You associate them with a ship. If you don't have a ship, you just select a squad without the ship. You can see this person here did not have a 4th ship, so they just have a squad with Captain Cold in it. But basically, it's not going to be much different than how you would run your Rift or how you would do your other game modes like Guardian Challenge. It's just that once you select these 4 squads, you won't be able to go back. You can't adjust them. And anytime you initiate an assault or join an assault, and that assault is either thwarted or just whatever resource node you were going after is completed, you're going to, that ship and squad is going to go on to cooldown. So it's definitely going to make for a lot more strategic decisions. And I also think this is going to probably even the playing field a little bit with whales, so that they're not able to just run around the map and just kind of team up on people, because they have access to an entire roster of Red Star champions. So I want to flag that. Again, also mentioned the skill section. We're going to talk about that as we go through some of the other screenshots. So we have some basic rules for how the game mode works. Basically, you're going to be earning points by occupying buildings, defeating other players, by gathering energy, and by visiting remote squads. And those are going to determine your personal ranking in the game mode. There's going to be points of interest called energy nexuses. Those are going to be all over the battlefield, and you'll be able to go there to gain energy. And using skills is going to consume energy. We'll talk about those skills as well. The remote squads are going to appear at certain intervals as the match goes on, and you'll be able to send your squads to those to earn a lot of energy and personal points as well. This squad will not take up your regular march queues, but you're only going to have one slot to send that. And then a bonus to energy gain is going to be granted to lower ranked leagues every 30 minutes. It basically is going to be a catch-up mechanic so that the lower ranked leagues don't get discouraged and just leave the match. That still happens anyway, but it is at least kind of a mechanic for those who are scrappy to stay around until the end and see what they can do. And again, we looked at those rewards. I think you're going to have incentive to stick around even if you know you're not going to win, just to try to get, jockey for position on some of those rewards. So the main building in the Battle for Gotham is going to be Gotham City Hall, and the way final rankings are going to be calculated for Battle for Gotham is based on occupation time of Gotham City Hall for each league. So it's going to be incredibly important that you get access to or figure out a way to occupy Gotham City Hall. You're going to be needing some of your strongest squads to be sitting there and ensuring that they are refreshed, so that you're preventing other teams from attacking and taking it over. You got Gotham Plaza, which is going to provide a pretty decent bonus for you. Energy gathering speed is going to go up 20% for all league members. You got Gotham Armory. This one is it's going to be very important for offensive squads to get access to it, so that you can reduce the stamina of all the champions that are at Gotham City Hall. So if you're trying to defend it, you definitely want to make sure you're defending the Gotham Armory as well. And then we've got the Energy Nexus, and this is going to be the best productive building for allowing you to gather more energy. It's going to increase your energy gathering speed by 40% for all league members, and it does stack with other bonuses, so that's going to be helpful. You got All Nut Mechanics, which grants 30 energy per second to all league members, and then WXYZ Radio, which increases attack of your league's champions by 50% during battle. So again, that's going to be another great offensive building for you to get access to. And then we have Ace Chemical Processing Plant, which will reduce the attack of defenders in Gotham City Hall by 25% during battle. Again, a great offensive thing. So like if your strategy is to try and push to take over Gotham City Hall, you'll definitely want to have this one. So there's, we're starting to see, I think, a lot of ways that you can strategize and try to figure out how, okay, we lost Gotham City Hall. This is how we're going to get it back. If you already own some of these buildings, not really going to matter. You'll be able to hopefully take it back fairly quickly. But if you don't own them and you're just wiped out of everything, there's going to be a set path for you to get on to try to get to where you want to be. We have Gotham Processing, which is something that you can go to solo and gather energy. You can see the amounts that you're able to gather here. And then we have Remote Squad, which I mentioned that earlier. You can send dedicated squads to visit this and gain a decent amount of energy and personal points. So if you're trying to rack up for your personal rewards and just knock those out early on, you can definitely do that whenever this becomes available. It's probably going to be a highly contested area of the map, so keep that in mind as well. But that is all of the productive buildings that are important for the match. And then I can't show it here right now. Obviously, I'm hoping to have a redo of this video at some point in the future when I do have access to record everything. But you'll have, once you get some of this energy, this is going to be a personal resource specific to your account, and you will be able to spend it to get a couple of different buffs. So there's going to be an offensive buff. There's going to be kind of a healing buff that would allow you to get access to your squads faster whenever they go on cooldown. So a couple of items that are offensive, defensive, that are going to be incredibly helpful for you to help your squad or help your league push some of these bigger items on the map. So, and the last thing I want to show you, and you'll be able to see this yourself once this is out for you, but if you click on the individuals who are in the president and the cabinet, you'll be able to see the bonuses that they're able to get. So we can see here, president is going to get physical penetration, spiritual penetration, and energy gain bonus. So those are kind of probably the best ones that you're going to be able to get here. There are a couple of others that I really like. So vice president is going to get physical pen, spiritual pen, same as president, but they'll also get attack bonus instead of energy gain. The chief strategist is going to get physical pen at a lower rate, attack at a lower rate, but they'll also get crit rate, which is, I think, probably one of the better things you can get, especially if you have a Nightwing that's really well developed. Defense Minister is going to get physical resistance, HP, and crit resistance, so it's going to be really good tank debuffs or buffs there. The Diplomatic Envoy will get dollar output, energy gain, and attack. Security Director is going to get stimulator output, energy gain, and HP. That stimulator output is actually going to be really good for anyone who's trying to level up, and these days it's all of us, because they've made it so difficult to level up from 580 to 610. And then we have Technical Advisor, which is going to get research speed up, chip output, and alloy output. So decent resource gain for the Technical Advisor. And that's going to do it for this Battle for Gotham overview video. I definitely want to get you guys some better footage and do a proper video where we're breaking down maybe a little bit more strategy and talking through a few areas of the game mode in a little bit more detail. Maybe that's something that I can put together for you a month or two from now. But I think this one suffices to kind of give you a basic idea of how the game mode works and what you're going to be looking for and trying to get done when you first jump in. If you enjoyed this content, please consider subscribing to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.